All right, so this is problem 98 from the 1.1 assignment. And the problem is right there. You see the picture is associated with it right there. So the problem starts out, it says an electric hoist. I don't know what an electric hoist is. Okay, so it looks something like the picture up here. Okay, so that's an electric hoist. So a hoist is used to lift something. Does it matter that it's electric? Anyway. Is being used to lift a beam. Okay, so this lifts somehow this hoist. It looks like this has got to be the hoist then, because that's the beam right there. Okay, the diameter of the drum diameter, so that's talking about the hoist. It says is 10 inches. All right, that makes sense because they labeled that 10 right there. All right, 10 inches. And that's at 10 inches. All right. The beam must be raised 2 feet. Okay, so this trying to raise a beam 2 feet. Find the number of degrees through which the drum must rotate. Okay, so wait. That means that this drum right here is rotating. And somehow that lifts this beam. Well, I guess if the drum rotates, it looks like there's a chain attached to the beam. So if the drum rotates, maybe it kind of wraps up a beam, kind of like a fishing line in a fishing reel, or string along a spool. All right, so I guess if I look at this from the end, I see this drum. I know it's 10 inches across, and somehow it's going to rotate, and this string is going to wrap around it. And I want to raise this beam down here 24 feet. 24 feet. I've got inches in the problem and feet in the problem, so let's just go ahead and get that to be all inches. So this is 24 inches. So in order to lift this 24 inches, that means the string has to move 24 inches. And the only way the string's going to move 24 inches is if it wraps around the drum 24 inches. So I'm really going to wrap 24 inches of string around that drum. Okay. Got it. Then it says find the number of degrees. The number of degrees through which the drum must rotate. So I'm looking for the angle. So I guess it's asking me how big is that angle right here. If that 24 inches is how much it actually wrapped around, it's asking me how big's that angle. Oh, I'm way off center. Alright. So how big is that angle? Well, I want to find this angle here. I know I have 24 inches of arc. There's a connection between the arc and the angle. Okay, so let's see, the radius is 5 inches because the drum's diameter was 10. That means one radian would be 5. Another radian would be 10. Oh, I can just go ahead and take that 24 to figure out how many 5s. So that means it's really 4.8 radians. So that means the drum has to rotate 4.8 radians. Okay. That's not quite a full circle. That seems to make sense because, let's see, the circumference would be somewhere around 30. Alright, that kind of makes sense. It's smaller than the circumference. Alright, but it says find the number of degrees. I have it in radians. They want degrees. So 4.8 radians. I need to switch this to degrees. I'm a big fan of the unit conversion method, so I'm going to go ahead and multiply this by, let's see, pi radians. I want to get rid of radians, so radians will go in my denominator, and then I want degrees to appear, so degrees goes in the top. 180 degrees is pi radians, so that fraction is really just 1. So I can take 4. Why did I put it like that? Silly decimals. We'll go ahead and put this back as a, see, it's 24 over 5. Alright, because that's what the 4.8 was. Alright, so let's see. I could multiply straight across right now, and radians are going to cancel out nicely, which is awesome. But at the same point in time, I could also simplify before I... So let's see. 24, not divisible by 5 or pi. But that 180 is divisible by 5. So I could really cancel out a factor of 5 out of that 180. Let's see, that would bring me down to 5 goes into 120 times. Means it goes into 80 16 times? Yeah, it sounds about right. No, that doesn't sound right. 36 times. Got it. And then that means the 5 would have been canceled out because I pulled it out of there. So that, oh, that looks weird. That really means that this is a 36 now. Alright, so I'm just going to do 24 multiplied by 36. So 24 multiplied by 36. And I'm going to divide it by pi. I don't have a calculator on me, but that will lead to the number of degrees, which, yeah, I don't remember what the book said exactly. But it's less than 360, I can tell you that. I think the book had said 275, but I'm not positive. So if you just divide that out, you get the number of degrees, and that's how I would approach this problem.